Hey guys, just wanted to hop in here really quick before you get ready for your next lesson. If you've landed on this video for the first time, I just want you to know that Milestone Monday is an actual series, and I will have that link below in the description. It's tidbits of information from myself, a pediatric developmental therapist who's done this for over 10 years, focusing on little ones ages birth to 36 months. Think of it as having a real-life pediatric developmental therapist in your home. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and keep going. Okay, in today's lesson, we are talking about supporting your baby's rolling journey. And if you've been with me for a little bit on this Milestone Monday series, you'll notice that the slides look a little bit different, but never fear, we're still in the Milestone Monday series. So just changed up the slides a little bit. So typically rolling happens between 4 to 6 months. Now, this is usually a natural process that supports physical and cognitive development, obviously building strength for future milestones. So some of those milestones could be, can you guess? Yep, sitting up, crawling, eventually pulling to stand. So I do want you to remember that this is a natural process, unless obviously if your baby has some sort of medical condition that allows them to not be able to roll over on their own. Okay, so timeline for rolling. We talked about this a little bit. Just keep in mind that most babies do actually master this by 6 months. But first we have back to side. You'll notice that your baby is going to go from their back to their side. And this typically happens around that 4 to 5.5 month mark. And then we have belly to back, which is about that 4 to 6 month mark, and then both directions by 6 months. Now remember, guys, that this is a timeline, and obviously all babies develop at a different rate, which I keep saying in all of my videos. It's not an exact date, it's a timeline. So some babies might actually roll over at 3 months, and some might not roll over till 7 months. But if you're within this time frame, that is the big motor skill that you're going to be looking for, is that rolling over. And to be able to roll over, your baby has to have some certain criteria in place to be able to do that. One is definitely being able to lift their chest. Your baby pushes up during tummy time. They're using their arms, the strength of their arms, the strength of their core to be able to shift their weight. And then you'll also notice a rocking motion. So you might notice they're on their stomach and they're kicking their legs, and they're going from like tummy to side. Eventually that is going to change over to tummy to back. And if you've ever seen a little baby that's done that and they surprise themselves, you just wait for it, mama. Your baby's getting ready to do that, especially if you're watching this video because you're concerned with rolling. And then toy interest. So showing interest in reaching for and grasping onto toys. Let me show you the next slide. So if you see this baby right here, one of the things I tell parents for toy placement, I almost need something where I can write on this, because I don't know if you can see my mouse, but if you can, I'm kind of hovering right over where the slide is, where it kind of meets the carpet. So diagonal to the baby, if you were to place a toy, especially a motivating toy up there or a couple toys, they're more likely to actually turn their head and reach up to grab the toy. Or what you might see is them look up and go to reach with this hand, and then they'll be able to do it because they want to grab onto the toy. So then you'll see them go over. So strategic toy placement is what we just talked about. This creates motivation to move toward the object. And then if your little one has been doing this for a while, where they've kind of went from tummy to side, but they're not quite yet rolling over yet, you can always roll up a blanket and put it behind your baby's back. And this will provide support for your baby while encouraging them to move forward. And then obviously quality tummy time. This is really important because the more tummy time, the more they're going to be actually learning to roll in all different directions. I do have videos on this, but you want to start with short sessions and then gradually increase the duration of those. And I want you to remember that when we allow rolling to happen naturally and offer that gentle encouragement, there are so many different benefits to this. So first of all, your baby's emotional well-being. Your baby stays relaxed and positive, and you actually avoid unnecessary stress as a parent. And then imagine the confidence that this is building. Your baby experiences a success as they master new skills on their own. And then we have natural development. So remember that this approach respects your baby's individual pace and supports healthy growth across all developmental areas. Remember, I said they're interconnected. So you need the rolling to sit up, to crawl. Gentle encouragement lays the foundation for future movement skills while honoring your baby's readiness. So some ways that you can support your baby's journey. And I know, especially if you're at this age, that you are really excited to see them roll over for the first time. But just a word of caution, this is the very beginning of lots and lots of movement for your baby. So one thing you can do is obviously practice patience. Allow your baby's development to unfold naturally without rushing it. Because like I said, unless there's some medical something going on, this is a natural process that will happen. Definitely create those safe spaces. I am all about this, guys. Like I said, once your baby starts rolling, then they're going to start probably scooting backwards or trying to army crawl or scooting themselves forward. So you might as well go ahead and just start baby proofing your house now and creating those safe spaces. And then definitely celebrate progress. So acknowledge and celebrate every single small achievement. Each new movement builds confidence in your little one. And then also offer support. And I already know that you're doing this. Stay present with your little one. Encourage. Be responsive. Your support helps your baby feel safe and motivated to try new skills. Okay, guys, I will leave the link to the Milestone Monday series below and also the freebies that I have. I want you to snag those up. If you want to see the other playlists I have, just go to my YouTube channel, click on playlist, and I will have those there. And as always, I always leave a link to the early intervention program in the description as well. This is a birth to 36-month program. If you do have any concerns, feel free to reach out to the early intervention program in your state. Okay, guys, I hope this offered you a lot of value and was helpful, and I will see you in the next video.